Swaha Gurvabhishta Shapudakam Ruganer Shisha Sambhushitam Chincha Chincha Samastaveda Nipunam Shirupa Pantanugam Govinda Bidamujvalam Bharatanam Bhaktyambitam Sundaram Vande Vishva Guruncha Divya Bhagavat Prem Nohi Bijapradam. So we are continuing this afternoon with affectionate guidance, and we are on chapter 11, and I'll just start from the beginning again because we only got through the first paragraph yesterday. So chapter 11, emotion or devotion, devotee. I want to know if it is okay to read the higher books by the Goswamis, describing the intimate pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Srila Govinda Maharaj, we are not doing that. In my 42 years with Srila Guru Maharaj, I never once heard him give permission for that to us. I know many of the books you are speaking of very well. That is, my position was somewhat different. Srila Guru Maharaj is a Paramahamsa Vaishnav, and I was his personal servant up until about 1983, when I engaged some others for his personal service. At that time, my seva responsibility increased in such a big way that I was unable to always serve Guru Maharaj in person. Still, I was always looking after his health. From 1973, I was treating Srila Guru Maharaj as his doctor. Guru Maharaj was so ill that all the doctors had said that no medicine would work in his body, and they were sure that within a few days or a week at most, he would leave his body. Of course, Guru Maharaj's body is a siddha body, perfected body, spiritual body. But still, all the most qualified doctors said that it was beyond their capacity to treat him. Then one day I was taking my bath and I was crying, and I called to Lord Shiva, "O Lord Shiva, you have said that I am your son, and really I feel that I am. You are the master of all medicine, so please, my Lord, give me some medicine for my Guru Maharaj." After my desperate prayer, I heard the name of a medicine as if from the air. At first I thought I had mistaken the sound of the water from the shower as the name of the medicine, so I prayed again. Please let me hear that name again so that I may be sure. And again the sound of that medicine came. I knew that medicine because at that time I was practicing as a doctor of homeopathy to the people. But until now I had never treated Srila Guru Maharaj. This was because firstly, I was not always staying with Guru Maharaj, and secondly, I had never considered myself to be a very good doctor. I was able to give some help to the poor, but I felt that that was as much as I could do. In any case, after hearing the name of the medicine from Lord Shiva, I felt very free in my mind, and I knew that Guru Maharaj will not leave us now. In the meantime, Hari Charan Prabhu called me on the telephone. Srila Guru Maharaj is sinking fast because Gurudev's in Calcutta. He has no pulse, only a slight heartbeat and no blood pressure. I told him, as a matter of fact, "Prabhu, don't worry, I've just now been given a medicine by Lord Shiva. Give it to Guru Maharaj and he will be cured. I am coming right away." I think it was Naksvamaka, isn't it? Gurudev doesn't mention it here, but in other places he mentioned the name.
I think that was Guru Maharaj's medicine throughout. Naksvamika.
There was another one that Gurudev also gave. He mentioned another one, but I think Naksvamika was the main one. I told him, as a matter of fact, "Prabhu, don't worry, I have just now been given a medicine by Lord Shiva. Give it to Guru Maharaj and he will be cured. I am coming right away." I took the last train to Calcutta, which was late, and arrived at the Mat at about 12 o'clock midnight. And when I arrived, I saw Guru Maharaj sitting in his chair and taking prasadam with his own hand. I asked Guru Maharaj, what has happened? Hari Charan Prabhu told me you were sinking. And Guru Maharaj replied, yes, I was, but Hari Charan Prabhu gave me the medicine that you told him, and now you can see. Then his pulse came back and blood pressure became normal. And Guru Maharaj said, from this day you will be my doctor. All of Guru Maharaj's doctors consented, but still I was thinking that Guru Maharaj is so great that somebody will chastise me. Why are you not calling the doctor? Why are you treating Guru Maharaj? I was a little afraid, and still I could not consider myself as a very good doctor. Then Guru Maharaj said, all the doctors have already said that no medicine can work for me. So now you happily can treat me. There's no loss. They already said nothing will work, so don't worry. No risk here. So I became Guru Maharaj's doctor, and after that his main illness was a chronic headache. He had suffered from this headache from the age of 17, and from 22 it became very strong. When Guru Maharaj was suffering with his headache, he could not eat anything. Only he would take water and constantly be throwing up. Sometimes this would last for 3 days, sometimes 6 days, and sometimes up to 12 days. So I began researching, and finally I told Guru Maharaj, Maharaj, now your headache must go. I can treat you, and forever it will be gone. All the homeopathic doctors who had treated Guru Maharaj had prescribed Nux Vomica and administered it from 30 to mm potency, but none had had the desired effect. As they had all prescribed this same medicine, I concluded that Nux Vomica must be Guru Maharaj's constitutional medicine. I then went to an allopathic doctor and asked him what is the dosage of Nux Vomica, mother tincture in allopathy. It was 8 drops maximum, so I decided to give Guru Maharaj 5 drops. When the first signs of the headache came, I administered the 5 drops of the mother tincture, and the headache was reduced to a standby position. I was confident that now this headache will go because previously no medicine could check it. The only other medicine that could give Guru Maharaj relief from this condition was kaffir, a type of ergotamine. Ergotamine is a very serious drug, and through taking this, all of Guru Maharaj's health problems came. This is the problem. The allopathy brings all the side effects. Through taking this, all of Guru Maharaj's health problems came, but it was the only relief possible before now. After about 2 or 3 hours again, the headache came, and so I gave Guru Maharaj 1/4 dose of the ergotamine. And again, after about another 6 hours, the headache returned, and I gave the Nux Vomica. In this way, alternating between the two, and then after 24 hours, I stopped the ergotamine and continued with the Nux Vomica, along with Lord Shiva's medicine and 2 other homeopathic medicines I had selected. That headache was then completely gone forever. And so in this way, I was the doctor to Srila Guru Maharaj. Still, if I was not at the mat, I left instruction that if the need arose, then the allopathic doctor should be called. Once Guru Maharaj was suffering from bronchitis, and so Hari Charan Prabhu called the top doctor of Navadvip, the president of the district medical board. He came, and after seeing Guru Maharaj, prescribed some medicine. Guru Maharaj flatly told him, "No, I will not take your medicine. Govinda Maharaj is my doctor, and only after he comes and says will I take your medicine." Then the doctor was very angry and said, "Then why did you call me?" Guru Maharaj said, "I did not call you. Hari Charan called you. So the doctor asked Hari Charan Prabhu, who explained, I called you because Srila Govinda Maharaj said I should. The doctor replied, do not call me again. If Guru Maharaj will not take my medicine, then why should I come? And angrily the doctor left. When I arrived, I asked Guru Maharaj what had happened, and he told me the events, so I went to see the doctor. When I reached there, the doctor was still angry, and he said, "Oh Govinda Maharaj, you have come. It is not necessary to come. I shall not go with you. I shall not see Guru Maharaj as my patient." I told him, "You must continue to see Guru Maharaj." "Why should I come? He will not take my medicine." "No," I said, "he will not take your medicine. That is the truth. That is because you yourself have said that your medicine will not work on him. I am calling you because I am not a very good doctor, and you are the best doctor in all of Navadvip. And if they are not for all, and everyone's reading. If anyone will read these books, then they will become Prakrita Sahajya. And what will be for them? We do not want that our brother and sister become that, so we must be very serious about our practicing life. You have left everything, your culture, your allegiance to country, community, your habits, everything you have left to try and practice Krishna consciousness. Very strong. You have left everything, your culture, your allegiance to country, community, your habits, everything you have left to try and practice Krishna consciousness. So you will have to be serious. And you also need the result. To only practice that is not your life's goal. You need the end result, Krishna consciousness. And how will you get that result? It is necessary to first understand this. We are chanting Hare Krishna, but we have not become perfect. Why? We must research this. Why is it not happening? Why is the feeling not coming inside? If it were merely a cheating matter, then it would be no problem. But if it is not a cheating matter, it is proven in the scriptures of, but it is not a cheating matter, it is proven in the scriptures of India. The Veda, Vedanta, Upanishad, Puran, 5,000 years of culture, and there are munis and rishis who have all got the result. If you study the scriptures like Mahabharata, you will say that all the advices are very good, and you will see that so many have gained the result. Then why are we not getting the results? The time has come for us to know why. very powerful expression. And you know, I've seen another place where Gurudev made a similar expression that, you know, like we shouldn't. You know, this is one valid way of discussing the matter, that, oh, it's all very far away, it's going to take millions of lifetimes. Like, that's okay, that angle is okay sometimes. But other moments we can ask ourselves in a very practical way, why am I not getting the result? Like, why, when I chant the holy name, why am I not experiencing symptoms of ecstasy? You know, what is it about my practice that is obstructing that? You know, like in a serious and practical way, we can sit down and ask, like, how much am I actually following? You know, how much am I really, engaging seriously in service life? How much am I following the 6 limbs of Sharanagati? And how much am I practicing Trinada, Pisu, Nich, and all of these things? You know, like in a serious way, you know, we can question ourselves sometimes. And you know, saying that all the scriptures, they've talked about this. There are so many great, you know, rishis and munis who have told us about this. You know, they're not lying, they're not cheating. 5,000 years, they're not trying to cheat us. This is something real, not just a fairy tale. Then why are we not getting the result? The time has come for us to know why. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada has come to this world. Srila Guru Maharaj has come. Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur has come. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Their books and everything are with us. All the property of Sri Chaitanya Dev Sampradaya is with us, but it is not fruitful to us. Why is this? It is necessary to know. We do not want to cheat anybody. We want to do something good for others. And if we cannot do anything good, then at least we will not do anything bad to others. Yeah, and this is actually, I think, a nice point, especially in regards to our association, if we can't be good association, let's at least not be bad association. We want to do something good for others, and if we cannot do anything good, then at least we will not do anything bad to others. So we must be serious about our practicing life. And that means we must follow the directives given by Srila Guru Maharaj. Before approaching the Rasa Tattva, the serious high pastimes of Shri Shri Radha Krishna, we must prepare ourselves for that. Otherwise, that will not give us the perfect sentiment. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is written, Vikritam Rajavadu Biridam Cha Vishnu Shadan Vito Nushinuyara Tavarna Yedya Bhaktim Padam Bhagavati Pratilabhya Kamam Hridrogam Ashva Pahinotya Chirena Dira. If you hear the pastimes of Krishna with the gopis, especially the Rasa Leela, etc., which have been revealed in this mundane world by the grace of Krishna, if you hear with full faith from a bona fide Guru or Vaishnav, and if you subsequently describe that to others, then you will get the topmost supreme devotion to Krishna. The conjugal play of Krishna with the gopis in paramour love, which he tastes in a variety of ecstasies, if you hear that, then your heart disease of lust will be expelled forever. So why is it that when we contemplate that Leela, we are getting difficulty and we are going to a hellish position? This we must research carefully, and that knowledge has been given by Bhaktivinoda Thakur and especially by Srila Saraswati Thakur. Srimad Bhagavatam has declared that the lust will be driven out of the heart, and one's consciousness will come to the level of Krishna Prema. Bodily consciousness will be forgotten, and that will be overtaken by Prema consciousness. So this is a fairly famous verse, and it appears in the middle of the Rasa Leela section of Srimad Bhagavatam. And in context, this verse it is establishing the purity of Krishna Leela, because Shukadeva Goswami he's speaking in front of this assembly of so many great scholars and of different departments of Vedic knowledge, and from where we're coming from where our Guru Varga is coming from, they're more on the level of very general, stereotypical knowledge that you can find in the Veda. Things pertaining to karma, to jnana, to practices of charity and austerity and mantras and so on and so forth. But the conception of Krishna, the sweet absolute, Krishna, this human-like form being the supreme, this is something mind-blowing for them. This is what is given as the conclusion of the Vedic knowledge in Srimad Bhagavatam, that is not clearly given throughout the rest of the Veda. So it is like a small group who are celebrating that supreme truth. So Shukadeva Goswami, so first of all, being told, they're hearing Bhagavatam, these sages, and they're hearing descriptions of Krishna Leela, they're being told Krishna is the supreme absolute truth, and And this is like a little difficult for them to digest, that you're telling us, the supreme expression of divinity is appearing in the form of this, boy of Vrindavan. This is a little difficult for them, to swallow. Most of them are probably leaning more towards, Brahman conception. Others to Paramatma conception. And then in the Bhagavan category, Vishnu conception. But Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I'm not sure about that, So they're already like kind of struggling with that a little bit. And then Shukadev's coming to description of the Rasa Leela, Krishna's, amorous dance with billions of beautiful cowherd damsels. And this is even more difficult to understand. He's, not only is he human-like, but he's immoral according to our standards. So this is their jaws are all dropping as they're sitting there listening to Shukadev speak. And so then Parikshit Maharaj, he's totally cool with all of this. He's a great devotee of Krishna, but he's observing the audience. And so then he interrupts, and on behalf of the listeners, he asks Shukadev, how can we understand this? That the Supreme Absolute Truth could behave in such a, he uses this word, jagupsitam, like an abominable way, So he to reassure them, then he asks this question. And then Shukadev responds with a few verses, and this is one of them. There was one before saying that you should never imitate such things. These are happening on a transcendental platform. One should never think to imitate them, in the same way that Lord Shiva could take the poison that was churned from the ocean of milk, and he just got some beautiful blue decoration on his neck, Whereas if a common person did that, they would die immediately. So there's one verse saying that, and then this is the next one, which is saying essentially that these pastimes are so pure that if you listen to them with faith, they will purify you of lust. This is how pure they are. They will clean your heart of lust. So this is the context of this verse. But what happens, the danger with this verse, is then many persons, insincere persons, they take this as an excuse to go to read descriptions of these higher pastimes when actually they're not qualified. And so therefore our gurus have given much caution, and there's been extensive commentary on this verse. Saraswati Thakur wrote important commentary on that, and we see Swami Maharaj and Gurudev, they've also discussed it. So there are a few points here, that this point about this point about one must have very strong faith, and one, it's also anushinuyat is mentioned, means hearing like from the proper source in a mood of submission, like that, along those lines. So Gurudev, he doesn't discuss it here so much, but I think it's in Religion of the Heart he discusses it. Yeah, it's Religion of the Heart, he discusses this verse more. And he says that if you're hearing from a proper source, that presupposes that you've taken shelter of a guru, and your guru will prepare you, before you go to hear these pastimes. First, your guru, if it is a real bona fide guru, they will prepare you before that. So, they'll let you know, when you're ready for that. So firm faith and under the shelter of a qualified Vaishnava. These are two of the important points mentioned here. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam has declared that the lust will be driven out of the heart and one's consciousness will come to the level of Krishna prema. Bodily consciousness will be forgotten and that will be overtaken by prema consciousness. So if one is actually qualified, that will be the actual result. And there's also, maybe it's in Saraswati Thakur's commentary, because Tyagi Maharaj translated and published it. Maybe it's there. Or maybe it's in Gurudev's discussion in Religion Hut. I can't remember. But it was described by our gurus that, who is this verse talking about? Is someone who, they're mostly clean, purified, but there is some shadow of lust still within them. There's some remnant still within them. But it's, on a much more subtle level than what, we would struggle with on our current plane of consciousness. So for that type of person, they've been purified to a particular level. They will experience this result.
I lost it. For who was it now? Who has
well, because this verse is saying that hearing these pastimes of the Lord with the Braja Gopis, these will purify one's heart of lust. And so there's one commentary by our gurus saying that this is referring to a person who simply has some shadow of lust remaining within them. So they're on a much more subtle platform. They're practically already clean, but there's some remnant of it behind. It was along those lines. One must get that position, so why are we not getting it? Harinam is transcendental vibration, non-different from Krishna. We are chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, but in which way shall we chant? The Maha Mantra manifests himself by appearing in your heart, by appearing in your heart and dancing on your tongue. But if Harinam is transcendental, then I cannot chant with my mundane tongue. Then what is the answer, Kat?
Keep chanting.
Harinam is transcendental, but my tongue is mundane. And how am I supposed to chant with the transcendental name with my mundane tongue? What is the answer? Should we stop chanting then? Is that the answer? No. Keep trying?
To attract the mercy?
Yes, very good, Jai. Very good. To attract the mercy of the real Harinam. The Maha Mantra manifests himself by appearing in your heart and dancing on your tongue. But if Harinam is transcendental, then I cannot chant with my mundane tongue. This is the truth. The mundane cannot play with the transcendental. Only when the mundane becomes itself transcendental can it come in touch with the transcendental name. It is very clear. So somehow or another, we must make ourselves transcendental. There is a very nice analogy of the moon. The moon is always in the sky, but sometimes it is obscured by the clouds. Sometimes we can see it, and sometimes we cannot. So the position of Harinam is like that. Like the cloud, we are always coming and going, and according to our standard of chanting, sometimes Harinam may reveal a glimpse, and sometimes he will remain covered. Then finally he will reveal himself in our hearts. We are getting some result. Then we can say, yes, it is the truth. But if we get nothing, then we will become hopeless and think, why should I spend my time for that? But behind that, we will have to see that the reason is because I cannot chant properly.
Is it that it will come and stay at some point?
That is the hope. That is what we are told.
Okay, so that's like what we're trying to, like, is that what the person who was like fully purified, but like just is that the person who's like, it's like, does that mean like it's like staying in their heart? Like it's
that sounds right to me. Once our, I mean, the thing is, it's a little complicated because actually the holy name is what is actually purifying us. So it's like a synergistic thing. It's not like according to how much we're able to purify ourselves, to that degree the holy name will descend. It's more that the more that Harinam is gradually bestowing more mercy on us, the more we will become purified. And when that full purification takes place, then the name can become fully present. Like
so
that.
It's just like you have to keep going.
We have to keep going. And that time will come. Maybe not this lifetime. One day, one bright day in some lifetime somewhere.
And the shadow of the holy name has some purificatory potency also.
Yes, absolutely.
And so that's why continuously chanting even a vague, dim, morphed, disfigured shadow of the holy name through our twisted and almost metallic hearts will eventually melt it to the point.
Namabas can actually affect liberation. That is told by Haridas Thakur. And I mean, this point about Namabas, we can approach it in two ways. Like Srila Sridhar Maharaj, he would actually warn people to avoid Namabas. because we're not interested in either Namaparad or Namabas. Offensive chanting is based on a mood of exploitation. And hazy shadow Namabas chanting is based on the mood of renunciation, some negligence there. So Srila Sridhar Maharaj, he would, I've heard when he would give the holy name to someone, give Harinam initiation, he would warn them to avoid both. The 10, we're given the 10 offenses to the holy name. We're also given the 4 types of Namabas, which are described in Search for Shri Krishna. So that's like a very high, that's like from the absolute perspective. Like from the absolute perspective, they're both practically as bad as the other. It's like what we were discussing the other night about exploitation, renunciation, Vaikuntha. It's also an obstacle from a particular plane of, consciousness. However, from where we are in our relative position, Namabas, it's an upgrade. It's something. And I heard Srila Gurudev speak of it in that way. That there's a recording of him, and it was in Sokel, I think. He was saying, Haridas Thakur said that liberation can come only through Namabas. And he was kind of emphasizing it, saying, we have to think about that. Of course, liberation, simply to be free from the negative side, is not our goal, but that would help us. That would give us some clean platform on which to, perform our practice. So yes, what you're saying is absolutely right. Yes.
And it combines also what you said before, like when we learn why we don't get it, why is the holy name not working in us, is because we have to become more serious. So they work both ways, right? To contemplate Sharanagati and how can we make it work more serious and also be more aware of what Kat says so beautiful, like, becoming able to receive the holy name more purely.
Okay, I'd like to finish this section here.
Which chapter
See,
is that?
emotion or devotion, chapter 11.
Famous expression of Sriyukta. He
Yes.
said we need promotion from emotion to devotion.
This was like one of Gurudev's themes. Like a few times he talked about it, emotion or devotion. Yeah. We can see that in every religion there is the chanting of the Lord's name in one form or another, so they cannot all be wrong. So we can understand that there is great benefit in chanting the Lord's name, there is no doubt. And further, in the scriptures of India, it is recorded that if you chant this particular mantra, then you will get this particular result. Another mantra, another particular result. The ancient rishis and munis have discovered and proven this. A rishi is he who can discover something in the field of Vedic religion, a PhD of religion. And a muni is he who is successfully practicing the Vedic religion. The rishis and munis are all this is interesting. Gurudev is making a distinction here between rishi and muni.
What's the difference?
Well, a rishi is someone who, who's like they've like discovered some new theory, you know. So Gurudev, he gives the example of a PhD. To get a PhD, you have to have your own particular, some like new idea that you're researching and demonstrating. What is it called?
Thesis.
A thesis.
Yeah.
So a rishi means that, like someone who's like propagating some like new theory, new idea, something like they've discovered something new. There's some special prestige there. So it is also mentioned in some places, therefore you can't really trust the rishis because, you know, is this really what they think is true, or are they just trying to come up with something different, like to stand out? And then a muni is he who is someone who is successfully practicing the Vedic religion, someone who is distinguished in some way and in some practice or some field of Vedic teachings. So something more general.
Like a sage.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean in English we translate rishi as sage also sometimes, you know. I guess it's one of those things that are lost in translation. But rishi, it's a very interesting word because rishi, it comes from the word drishi, right? Which drishi, rishi comes from drishi.
What's drishi?
Drishi means, it's referring to seeing, who can see. The idea being that they can see currents of truth. You know, they're living on a more subtle plane, and they can perceive currents of truth that are descending from above to this world, and then they're describing it for the benefit of the common folk. You know, that's what all the Vedic knowledge consists of. You know, rishis who have some flow of truth has descended to them, they've received some revelation, and then they're giving that out for the benefit of the world. Sometimes it's translated as seer, which is, you know, it's an accurate, you know, description of it. But nowadays that word isn't really used so much, as seer.
Oh, in some communities it is, but it hasn't been worked anymore at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seer of the truth.
No, but I mean like just a seer, like as a noun. It's you like a sage, a seer. I'm not exactly sure of the right pronunciation, but
I think that's right.
okay. But I saw in like older literature, English literature, it would be used, you know, more than nowadays. I never see it. Anyway, I probably should stop there. 6, but now we've lost our pujari. Then what should I do? Should I keep going? Well, he's not here. We'll keep going.
Yeah.
The rishis and munis are all chanting the Lord's name. Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, the demigods and gods, all are chanting the Lord's name. Then inside of the chanting, like the Naks Vamaka, there is medicine for us. This Krishna Nam is a form of Krishna. And if you chant the holy name of your Lord, then you must get the results. Jai. This Krishna Nam is a form of Krishna. And if you chant the holy name of your Lord, then you must get the result. So what is the process to chant properly? Should we just end on a cliffhanger? Yes. You spoiled it.
Yeah, like we are so overflooded in the mind that, especially also in the beginning, that is so helpful. Instead of all these streams in the mind going on, that by the holy name, then that gets purified, and then later some more quality. When that is gone, but definitely in the beginning, the purification of all the continuously coming stuff in the mind, right? In this mind, so many lifetimes.
Sriman Mahaprabhu has given the threefold process: humility, tolerance, and honoring others. If we cannot chant properly, then in some way we are not following that process. It is our ego. We are getting some result, no doubt. Otherwise, we would give up chanting Harinam. Also, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said that if we cannot avoid the nama parad, offense to the name, and in all probability we will not be able to avoid, but if our intention is to try to avoid that, then we should pray to Harinam. Oh Harinam, I cannot properly chant your holy form, so please reveal yourself within my heart and purify me. This is what you are saying. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said, chanting, 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 somehow, in any way, we need to get the attention of that holy name. And this, so it's like, we're chanting to call the real name to come. In this way, we must get the desired result. I can say it is so. Otherwise, if it were only cheating, then I would have left it long ago. My nature is like that. I do not want to cheat anybody. I cannot beg from anybody, and I cannot cheat others. But sincerely, I say to you that you will get that result if you chant in this way, following the process of Mahaprabhu, and carefully guarding against making any offense to the Vaishnavas. Then we should pray to Sri Harinam, O my Lord, you are transcendental, and I am living within this mundane world. I am Jiva's soul, and so I am also transcendental by nature. But due to misuse of my finite independence, I am covered by illusion, covered by ego. Please be kind upon me. O Harinam, give me your mercy and reveal yourself within my heart. This must be our mood of prayer. Well, that's a good place to stop today. Jai Shri Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Prasannaya. It's just amazing, so powerful, so clear, so perfect, so powerful. Okay. Well, okay. Maybe I was thinking we could actually film the arati. We're about to begin the arati of Shishivu Gauranga Radha Giridhari Jai. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasani Gaura Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu